For the fourth straight year, the Bryant Bulldogs are best in show at the NEC Men's Tennis Championship, fourth straight NEC Men's Tennis Championship. They're going to the NCAA tournament. Coach, let me start with you. This is your fifth straight year at the final, and I remember that first year things kind of slipped away, and a lot of your players left saying this isn't going to happen to us again, and it hasn't. Four straight championships. How much harder has it gotten each and every year?
I don't know if it's gotten harder. That FDU team that beat us was a good team. And the teams that we've beaten ever since have been just as good. And this team was exceptional. Almost down the line, 1 through 6, they mirrored our team. I mean, it really, at every court, the players seemed to have a similar skill set, a similar style. I think that we were just a little bit grittier today, just a little bit, and that was the difference. And they played really well, they served well. They did a lot of things right, and I really have to take my hat off to them. But I'm not letting that microphone go, Craig. I got to say thank you to a lot of people. First of all, Ron Makeley, Bill Smith, and John Rupert. They are instrumental to our program. Linda Martin and Nicole Lambert. I mean, you don't just do this 4 years in a row without having a great support staff. Our strength coach, Ken Panini, our trainer, Melody Lovell. Just phenomenal people that work hard. And lastly, Coach Lomax. I mean, my assistant coach, Brian Lomax, is a big part of everything we do day in, day out.
Now, 4 straight championships. Ron just said it in the trophy presentation. It's rare air in the NEC. You're only the 4th team to do that. So when you're talking, all these, great accomplishments in NEC history, what does that mean to you?
Nothing. I just want to win another one now. Doesn't mean anything to me. We're already thinking about NCAAs and our recruiting class for the next 2 years. I mean, it's great, but it's all in the past.
That leads me to my next question, because yesterday a lot of your players were looking at our record book, and they noticed that, NCAA tournament results, no NEC team not only hasn't won a match at that level, but hasn't even won a game or a point at that level. So I think they were already saying, hey, we can maybe make some history in that regard. So looking ahead to the NCAA tournament, what do you see?
Well, I see us drawing a team that's much better than us, much bigger than us, much stronger than us, and David and Goliath times 10. We got to beat Goliath 4 times in order to get that upset. It's not a realistic expectation. But what is the expectation is we go, we compete, we stretch the matches out, we give our great player Matt Kuhar an opportunity to win a set, maybe win a match. Dana was close against Ohio State 3 years ago. Jorge was close to taking a set last year. I mean, those are the realistic goals for where we stand now. Until we can improve our results throughout the season and get to a ranking that gets us out of that top 1 seed, the 16 seed, the expectations of winning a first round aren't feasible. But we're not far off from maybe getting an opportunity to be a top 75 team. And once that hurdle is crossed, then you got to get to 50 to get out of that bracket and maybe grab a 2 seed in a bracket. And that's, and that's got to be the long-term goal as we move forward.
Well, Coach, we know your team's going to come swinging in that NCAA championship game wherever you go. So best of luck to you.
Thanks a lot. And special thanks to Ron Ratner. I mean, the work that he and the NEC committee do to make this tournament run smoothly, it's great, and we can't thank them enough for all they do.
Thanks, Coach. All right, let's chat with some of the players. Now, Oliver, 4 years, 4 championships. You don't know what it's like not to win this. So how special does this continue to be year after year?
Yeah, it's very special. I'll look back on these 4 years for the rest of my life. Yeah, very special, great moment. It was a great sense of relief when that last point was played.
Now, I'm wondering, because you brought 30 guys here, and Coach always talks about the depth of this team, not just, the 6 that are in the starting singles lineup, but the guys behind that maybe could be starting for other teams. So how competitive are your practices when you guys are going head-to-head to prepare for championship stages like this?
Oh, very competitive. Yeah, we have ladder tournaments almost every week to see, who's going to play in the lineup, people who step up during the week, get a chance to play. Because we've had a very tough schedule, very busy schedule this year, and yeah, it's good. Everyone has a role in their team, and it's paramount to the success of this team.
Now, looking ahead, NCAA tournament coming up, what are you looking and expecting for the next game that you guys play?
Yeah, we expect the best. We expect to compete, like Coach said. Just go out with guns a-blazing. Just make a name for ourselves. make a name for ourselves.
Well, best of luck to you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, let me have you switch places with Matt. First singles for Bryant. Now, last year you weren't playing due to injury. So how does it feel to you, I guess, to come back this year and be on the winning side of things, but having a hand in and on the court?
Right, it's really special to me. Hats off to my teammates who have been working really hard all season. We couldn't have done it without them. I'm only 1 point, so we got to get 3 more, and the doubles point and 3 more. So my teammates played great, and they worked really hard all season.
If you were going to give yourself a scouting report, I noticed very strong serve, very consistent with the serve, power, forehand, backhand. So what would you say, I guess, is your strengths as if you were going to give yourself a scouting report?
Wow, that's a tough question. I don't think I've ever been asked that one. I'm a pretty big hitter, I guess. Yeah, I hit heavy balls deep into the corners. And I've been working on my first serve speed as well. And yeah, whenever I can, I come into the net to finish. Pretty aggressive player, yeah.
And first singles, you're always playing the best player on all your opponents. You don't get a breather. So what did you see in your match here today? What was the difference?
I was playing a really tough competitor. I knew from other guys on the team were telling me. I never met the kid, but he's a great player, obviously. Cover the court really well, really fast. And I was just going to stick to my game plan, that aggressive play, corner to corner. Until he gave up, until he missed something, I was hoping for it. He started to turn it on like midway through the first, so it was a little tough, but I thought I did overall pretty well. So.
Yesterday we talked with your coach, and he put your name within a bunch of names that are among the greatest NEC tennis players that we've ever had, and it's only your second year on the court. So when you hear praise like that, what does that mean to you?
It's just an honor. It's an absolute honor to be, mentioned among those names. Dana Parzielli. It's just Max Vogt. It's just those guys that came before me. They're obviously great players, and I'm just trying to follow in their footsteps as best I can.
And finally, Coach just mentioned as well, as far as looking ahead to the NCAA tournament, you're going to see a really good team regardless of who you play, where you go. So, what are your thoughts looking ahead to that match?
Yeah, like you said, it's always really tough competitors there. Great teams overall. They're obviously their number 1 players is going to be tough, but we'll see when we get there. Yeah, I just got to give it my all, see what happens.
Well, congratulations to both of you guys in the NCAA championship, and we'll see you back here next year.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
The Bryant Bulldogs are going to the NCAA tournament for a 4th straight season.